I'm Volante, and I'm here to talk about the different spectacle lens material. But first, let me give you a brief background on how lenses are important to people who have problems with their vision. So lenses are specifically meant to control the light entering one's eye, wherein the focus may greatly depend on which particular eye problem a person may be suffering from. So here we have different types of lens materials. The four most commonly used types are the crown glass, Trivex, polycarbonate, and CR39. So let's talk about each type. Crown glass. So it has been historically the material of choice of ophthalmic lenses. So it is the most stable, scratch resistant, and provides the best optical quality of all lens materials. However, since glass is more brittle than most materials, lenses made of it must be tempered or heated to give them more strength and make them safer to wear. So next is Trivex. It has a better optical quality than polycarbonate, and it combines resistance of polycarbonate, exceptional optical clarity, and has a specific gravity of 1.11. So it is considered also to be the lightest available type of lens. Next is the polycarbonate lens. So while its optical characteristics are less than ideal, polycarbonate, the same material for use as bulletproof glass, is the most impact resistant of all lens materials. So it is the material of choice for safety and use as children's eyewear. And lastly is the CR39, also known as plastic or hard resin. So it serves as much lighter material, approximately 50% lighter than glass. So CR39, however, is far less scratch resistant and often must be coated to improve its scratch resistant characteristics.
We will now define and describe each characteristic of lens materials. First is scratch resistance. This is a film or coating applied to the optical surface. It does not interfere with the function of the lens and does not affect the shot, but creates a permanent bond with the lens that reduces the appearance of hairline scratches common to eyeglass lenses. Second is constringence. This is also called as the reciprocal dispersion. So it is a measure of dispersive power of a transparent substance for the visible spectrum. So lenses with lower V value more quickly shows rainbows, color fringes, and degradation of best acuity when the eyes try to look at the periphery. Next characteristic is the refractive index. It is the bending of light in a medium. The higher the refractive index, the more refraction of light in that medium. Therefore, the thinner the lens will be. Specific gravity. This describes the density of a lens material by comparing it to that of water. The higher specific gravity, the higher the density, and the heavier the lens of that material will be for a given power and size. The last characteristic is curve variation. This can help you decide whether increasing the index is a good choice for your patient or not. So that's it for the different characteristics of lens materials. Let's now talk about chromatic aberration and how it affects optical quality. Let us first define what chromatic aberration is. It is the material effect produced by the refraction of different wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation to slightly different angles, resulting in a failure to focus. There are two main types. One is longitudinal or axial chromatic aberration. The other one is lateral or transverse chromatic aberration. For longitudinal chromatic aberration, this occurs when different wavelengths of color do not converge at the same point after passing through the lens. So lenses with this type of problems can show fringing around the objects throughout the image, even at the center. Red, green, blue, or combination of these colors can appear around the object. Longitudinal chromatic aberration can be dramatically reduced by stripping down the lens. For lateral chromatic aberration, this occurs when different wavelengths of color coming at an angle focus at different positions along the same focal plane. So it never shows up at the center and is only visible towards the corner of the image in the high contrast areas. Blue and purple fringing is often common in some fisheye, wide angle, and low quality lenses, and it cannot be removed by stooping down the lens, but types of chromatic aberration. So remember that when buying eyeglasses, the frame you choose is important to both appearance as well as comfort when wearing these glasses. But the lenses you choose would actually influence 4 other factors: appearance, comfort, vision, as well as safety. Thank you.
Today, we shall talk about the different types of single vision lenses, their advantages and disadvantages, benefits, and some possible problems regarding its use. We begin with toric and meniscus lens. So these lenses are used to correct astigmatism. It contains 2 different powers, thus it must remain in one position to achieve the best visual outcome. It can be worn by anyone with corneal astigmatism, lenticular astigmatism, or combination of both. So the main problem or complaint with this type of lens is discomfort. So it is caused by the movement of lens due to the pressure it exerts on the lower lid. Second is the aspheric lens. This type of lens is complex curved surfaces that gradually changes in curvature, and it offers an excellent aberration correction. So aspheric lenses are 35% thinner, 43% lighter, and 45% flatter than spherical lenses. So choosing an aspheric lens will reduce the thickness of the edges, making the lens look nicer in glasses. It can also reduce or eliminate distortion for a wider field of view and better peripheral vision. So these lenses mainly control the 3 key undesirable elements in a lens. First is spherical aberration, second is distortion, and lastly is a marginal astigmatism.
We also have lenticular lenses. We have high plus, high minus, high disc, and blended lenticular. For plus lenticular lens, this has a high central area with higher power than the outside of the lens. This design gives the wearer the appearance of having larger than normal pupils and are often used with people who have very poor nearsighted vision. Minus lenticular lenses, on the other hand, has a lower power at the center of the lens and a higher power at the sides, making the middle of the lens thin and the outside thick. Used for patients with extreme color seeing objects at a distance, thus it requires at least 10 diopter. This is considered as the least expensive option among available lenses fitted for minus power beyond minus 12 diopters. It is cheap to produce but may cause scotoma, or the partial loss of vision or a blind spot in otherwise normal visual field. Myopes are used in extremely poor vision or near blindness, but may be used for correction of high myopia, often seen in low vision patients. The last type is blended lenticular. Single vision lenticular lenses available in Euro 1.5 and 1.7 material have been specially designed for high myopia. The edge thickness around the aperture is reduced to a minimum, resulting in a step between the flattened margin of the aperture. Apart from contact lenses, lenticular lenses are frequently the only technical possibility available to correct high myopia.